Hello friends, welcome back. This is episode number 55, and we are still here staying away from these dreadful tricky ledges. And we will replenish our repel, and then press onward on our way to and through Stark Mountain, Sinnoh's most famous volcano. Oh, and look, it's Buck. Yo, if it isn't Sin, don't tell me you're going to Stark Mountain too. You're pretty wimpy. You sure you're going to be okay? Why am I asking you that? It's not like I care. Anyways, if we run into each other on Stark Mountain, the race is on to see who gets the Magma Stone first. So I can't remember, I thought you paired up with Buck, just like some of the other trainers earlier in the game. But, I guess we'll find out, but maybe you don't. Maybe he's just one of the 5 type trainers that you can pair with in the Battle Tower. Also, I have to remember to actually face these guys. I don't have that on my to-do list. So there's actually a decent amount of stuff to do before the end of the game, and all of it's pretty exciting. Alright, that was kind of lucky that she stopped us there, because otherwise I probably would have gone right off that ledge. The world is huge, and there are so many different Pokemon. What kinds of Pokemon are with you? Please, I want to have a look. By all means. I'm very happy to show off my Mamoswine here. Michaela. And she has a Meowth. I don't mind the name Michaela, but I like that spelling of it. Like when it's just like the Michael with an A on the end, it just seems like, I don't know, somebody was lazy and was like, I want to name my daughter Michael, but Michael's not usually a girl's name, so I'll put an A on the end. Alright, Meowth, let's use Earthquake just to be super safe here. I'm pretty sure Icicle Spear would also defeat it, but don't want to take any chances. And also, the animation's a little bit quicker than the Icicle Spear animation, so... Maximum efficiency. Hypno, that's pretty cool. Another Pokemon I haven't really seen in a long time, Generation 1 Psychic type. Often overshadowed by Alakazam, because if you wanted a Psychic type in Generation 1, you probably had an Alakazam. Or Kadabra. A lot of people had Kadabras because they didn't have anybody to trade with, but if you were like me, you actually had multiple versions. And the funny thing is too, is like I had tons of friends who had Pokemon. We all had Pokemon back then, so it wasn't like I didn't have people to trade with, but like, you know, sometimes you're at home or you're just, you know, you don't want to bother one of your friends, so it's just easier to have multiple versions. And the real reason I had lots of versions was because I wanted to kind of do the game multiple times without actually resetting the game and losing my previous progress and previous teams. So I remember I had a baggie full of like I spent my entire allowance on Pokemon games and Pokemon cards. Wow, there really are Pokemon that powerful. Yes, there are. Her Pokemon were interesting, but not especially powerful. Alright, and we have found a bottle of zinc. Zinc is special defense, I'm pretty sure, so not going to use that either. Alright, let's check out down here, and then we'll probably have to do a little bit of backtracking, but I do want to make sure we don't miss anything too exciting. Like charcoal. Okay, well, that might be useful, but I think we already have like a flame plate, right? Let me just go through our items real quick here. Earth plate, perfect. Fist plate, perfect. Magnet, yep. Spooky plate, already have a charcoal, and splash plate, yep. So I'm pretty happy with all their items there. With our main team, we might switch out to some better items at some point, like Life Orb and all, but we'll see how it goes. Just because I know the Elite Four, I'm sure will have all kinds of good items as well. That time I actually wanted to go over that ledge. Hopefully we have enough super repels for the rest of this journey. Alright, we've already been south. I think next we'll probably go north. And a Wheezing. I think I mentioned Wheezing in the last episode. Another kind of cool generic, like, if I had to grade it with a tier, I'd probably say C, although Wheezing actually is pretty defensive, so especially the, what is it, like a lowland Wheezing, is actually really good in competitive battling, but regular Wheezing was for a while, but Pain Slip is its only healing move, which is not the best healing move, so it's kind of iffy here. And the reason I'm not using Earthquake is because Wheezing can have the ability Levitate, and probably does have the ability Levitate, which makes it immune to ground-type attacks. Toxic, okay, we are poisoned. Luckily, I think we have plenty of berries that can heal that. Also, I hope my chair is not too squeaky that you can hear it on the microphone. Probably not, but if you hear that squeaking noise, it's not somebody sneaking up behind me about to murder me. It's just my old office chair here, which I've had for probably more than half my life at this point, but it's a nice little chair. I will probably get a new one though once I finally move. Alright. Another wild Pokemon battle defeated. Let's see if we can find some more trainers next. I'm gonna get off the bike because I'm worried we're gonna overshoot this here. And, ooh, a fighting dude here. Could be dangerous with an ice type, but let's see how we do. I have meditated under a waterfall to temper my spirit. Allow me to demonstrate its strength. And I'm gonna say Machoke and Medicham. Just total guess there. Cacturn. I would not have guessed a Cacturn. It is not actually a fighting type. Also a lot shorter than I thought it was. Where the black belt's a lot taller. Alright, well the good news is, well, good news, bad news. Good news is we have ice type attacks, which are super effective against a grass type. The bad news is we are a ground type, so we are also weak to ground moves. And we're poisoning, so I forgot to use a berry, but we have knocked out Cacturn with no trouble, so it won't take too much damage from poison. And I think once you leave battle and restart a battle like we just did, I don't think Toxic is badly poisoned anymore. I think it just becomes a normal poison. At least that's how it used to work. If the game kind of forgets that it's a bad poison. And a Machamp, okay. Now we're talking. Machamp is a very strong Pokemon. Definitely not like a C tier. This is like an A tier, I would say. But let's stay in. Let's use Earthquake and see what we can do. Machamp does have decent defenses though, so this probably won't be a one-hit knockout. Oh, it was! As good as Machamp's defenses are, Mamoswine's attack was equally formidable, so good job, Mamoswine. I'm very impressed. Lots of levels all around. It does seem like Houndoom needs more XP than the others do. But we'll train them all up off screen after this, before our battle with our rival. Alright, so let's use some Moo Milk, and I'm just going to use a full heal because it's right here. And I'm sure healing our Pokemon is not the most exciting part of this Let's Play, so let's get on with it, shall we? Although before we do that, have we been down here? Yes, okay. One Pokemon battle I've already forgotten, so wasted some steps there, but good exercise, right? And wait a minute. Let's check up here. Ooh, a Dragon Tamer. That'll be fun, because if he has actual dragons and not water types, then our ice type Mamoswine should be a pretty good match. I'm going to say Dragonite. I'm going to be optimistic here. It's a Gyarados. Ah. Alright, well it is not actually a Dragon type, it is a water type, and because of that, we are actually at a type disadvantage. Ooh, and Intimidate too. I was going to stay in and use Stone Edge, which is super effective, but now, after that Intimidate, plus being 5 levels lower, I really want to bring in Luxray. Let's bring in Luxray. I think even with a free attack from Gyarados, we can probably still take him. I'm a little worried about Dragon Dance, because Dragon Dance is like one of, if not the best status moves in the game. Oh no! Because now his speed and attack are very high, and Gyarados already had a pretty high attack stat, so if he uses like Giga Impact or Waterfall, we could be in a lot of trouble here. But let's see what happens. Another Dragon Dance. Okay, he got greedy. Which is probably going to cost him the battle because I think a single Thunderbolt should be enough to finish him off. Alright, Luxray, it's all up to you, buddy. Yeah, if he had used Waterfall and either had a one-hit knockout, which is possible, or a flinch, I mean, he might have swept my whole team in there. There's a non-zero chance. Of course, probably not because we still have, like, you know, dodges and things, but... Ah, my Gyarados! Very strong, but still not quite as strong as Dragonite. Just going to throw that out there. It is always fun facing Dragon Tamers, though. I think if I was a Pokemon trainer class, I would be a Dragon Tamer. And a Life Orb! Okay, very glad I explored then. This is one of those items I probably would have come back with at some point. Let's actually use the Life Orb just to show you guys what it does. I'm not going to use it forever, but I might actually use it on one of our main team members. We'll see. Part of me always feels sort of like, I don't know, it feels sort of wrong using like competitive battling items like that on our in-game team. But because the Pokemon League is using it too, it's kind of like, it's only fair. I don't think I want to go down there, do I? Let's not. I could, but I think it'd be longer to backtrack. Oh. Wrong way. Yeah, I'm just used to the idea that, like, the enemy players don't, or the enemy NPCs don't have good, really good hull items like that, so it's not fair to use, like, choice items or life orbs against them. But now they do, so I think I have to kind of sort of reprogram my thinking there. Drill Peck. Decent flying type attack. Sort of Pharaoh's signature move, or at least the one I always think of. And alright, wasn't quite a knockout, but I'm not too worried because... Oh, right, well. Because it's a two-hit move, so there's that. I was going to just use Ice Shard anyway to finish it off. I think I need a drink, I'm slurring my words now. Thankfully I do have some water here. Alright, going around in circles one more time, but I think we can finally press onward to Stark Mountain. Now the real fun begins. After this item ball, and this wild Pokemon battle. Another Wheezing, I think I'll just run away. We should be faster, so shouldn't be much of a problem, just a little bit of an annoyance. While I'm thinking of it, let's go ahead and heal up too. Oh no. Another Wheezing. Oh, right on. Yeah, if we had a move that was like 4 times super effective, I would stay in, but... Well, we do have, you know what? It's funny, I used Icicle Spear last time, but Earthquake is also super effective. Let's see how much it does. Rhydon does have a pretty good defense stat though, so... Not good enough, alright. Glad I stayed in and didn't run away. Yeah, I really should have used that last time, I just, for whatever reason, wasn't thinking about ground types, so my brain was like, oh, ice! I think it's because like ice used to be special, and ground was physical in the earlier generations, so my brain still wants to use like ice attacks against Rhydon and not ground attacks, if I have both. That's my story at least. Stark Mountain Eruption Zone. Ooh, we'll have to be careful here. Luckily we have some flying types and can fly away if things get too hairy. Well, I guess Gyarados doesn't know fly, but they're always wild Staraptor around. Alright, so... Looks like we have to use some Rock Smash and some Strength to even make it a few steps into this cave. And I don't want to press it too far. Or can I press it down the stairs? Yes, we can. Good, because otherwise that would be an impossible puzzle. Alright, looks like we have some strength puzzles here. Those are always pretty fun. Okay, let me just go up here so I don't accidentally push that middle one, which is kind of the... You try tricking into doing that, but then if you do that, you can't proceed. I'll keep using repels. I imagine we'll find some wild Pokemon in here regardless. PP up, definitely will use that. See, case in point. And this way we'll at least probably lower the amount of wild Pokemon encounters we'll have. Graveler, just like Rhydon, it is a rock and ground type, although Rhydon's actually a ground and rock type. Fun fact. But basically same thing. And I don't know whose defense is higher. It might actually be Graveler's, but let's see how much Earthquake will do. Oh, sturdy. Basically a free Focus Sash, yep. That's annoying. And, oh, Life Orb, that's, oh, okay, that's right. So I wonder if the reason we defeated Rhydon in one hit was because of the Life Orb, which makes your attacks do 30% more damage, but you lose 10% of your HP whenever you use an attack. So unfortunately this Ice Shard is also going to take away 10% of our HP, but that's the downside to using Life Orb. It's kind of like a halfway between like a regular held item and a choice band. You're not locked into a move like a choice band would be, but the downside instead is the life you lose, or the hit points you lose, I should say. Right, let's use Max Potion. And I think I will go ahead and switch out the held item. just because we've now shown Life Orb and, oh my. Alright, never mind. You know what? Let's stick with Life Orb in the interest of time, because I do have a lot to do tonight, like I said. And I do want to try to get through Stark Mountain. And I don't know how long it is. Ooh. Looks like we've missed something down there. Oh, and I see Barry. I don't think he faces us here, though, if I recall correctly. Although if he does, we'll certainly give him our best shot. Mag Cargo. Alright, this is good because Earthquake is times 4 super effective, and I don't know if Mag Cargo can have Sturdy. I don't think so. I know it can have like Flame Body and stuff like that. It's actually a really good Pokemon to have when you're hatching eggs, because some of those abilities make them hatch faster. There's also an item you can get somewhere that if you have it, I think it's a key item, it will also make eggs hatch faster. So if you're trying to do some Pokemon breeding, definitely Google that, because it's an item you're going to want to have. I'm going to stick with Mamoswine a while, because the more levels we get, the more effective our repels also get. Okay. Well, that's just about the easiest strength puzzle ever. Should have done that one first. Escape rope. Okay, well, already had a few of those. Probably didn't need to come here for this, but that's okay. And a Machoke. I think I'll run from the Machoke. We could probably defeat it in one Earthquake, but I'd lose some life due to the Life Orb. And yeah, just in case Machoke gets off an attack, it would do a lot of damage because it could be super effective, so we'll just run away. Live to fight another day, as they say. Still using their repels just because I'm imagining there are some Pokemon that are lower than 56, which we are avoiding. Some pretty cool Pokemon in this cave, though. I like the diversity here. Alright, Camerupt. Let's go ahead and defeat Camerupt since I'm positive Earthquake will knock it out. Although Camerupt can have Filter, which reduces, or is it Filter or is it Stripes? I think it's Solid Rock, actually, which reduces the damage of super effective attacks, but I think it's a hidden ability, and even if so, Camerupt does not have that great defenses, so still not too worried about it. Alright, we'll use a Rock Smash here, and let's see what Barry is up to. Don't want to push this too far, we can't get this item. Full Restore. I'm not going to use the Full Restore right now, but I think I will use a Moo Moo Milk just on the off chance we're facing Barry. This could be a really tough battle for this team, and I want to make sure we go in tip-top fighting shape. But like I said, I don't think we face him quite yet. Darn it, what was that all about? Oh hey Sin, that Buck guy wiped the floor with us. Oh man, there are always tough trainers around everywhere, but you know what? Losing means I have room to become even tougher. That's why there's the Battle Tower in the Battle Zone. Alright, have fun with that. We will actually do the Battle Tower in this Let's Play. I had almost forgotten about that, but I definitely do want to do that. Hey, Sin, right? Your buddy challenged me to a battle earlier. Yeah, I own that little dude. Made sure he was taught a lesson. But I don't know if I could beat him again next time. Seriously, you're bound to run into skilled trainers wherever you go. Same thing. And yeah, actually, my money would have been on Barry, because he's actually a pretty good trainer at this point, but I guess Buck is too. Anyway, I found out about this place, but the Pokemon here are tough. What do you say we team up and go together? Alright, that's what I thought. And that's cool, because now we'll be healed after every battle, and we'll have some double battles. This will be a lot of fun. I have no idea what Pokemon he has. He might be... he's not attack. Is Buck, like, special... I'm going to say Buck is defense. But let's find out. And I'm going to say he has, I don't know, Rhyperior? Probably not. Once I see it, I bet I'll remember it. Facing Tyrogue and Dodrio. Nothing too... oh, Claydol. Oh, Claydol. Okay, well, the good news is Claydol can have some light screens and reflects that might help us out. And it does have Earthquake, so... or does have Levitate, rather. So it's immune to my Earthquake. Of course, so is Dodrio. Which is funny, because Dodrio is a flying type, but it doesn't really seem like it can fly. I Don't know if it can actually learn fly. Don't know what lunge does, actually. I think it's a bug type attack, which makes sense. That's why I would use it against Cladle. Extrasensory is psychic attack, is a psychic type attack, so it's super effective against Tyrogue, which is, Tyrogue. I always want to say Kyogre, like Kyogre, but it's Tyrogue. Alright, and I missed why we didn't use Icicle Spear there, but anyway. Let's use it against Breloom, actually, because Breloom, I think, is the bigger threat. Lunge. Cladle hung on there. Yeah, not sure if Buck is defense or special defense. I think Cladle is pretty good on both defensive stats. Maybe higher defense, though. It's been a long time since I looked up Cladle's stats. And what's it gonna do here? Extrasensory. So it's funny, despite being more of a defensive utility Pokemon, it's playing almost as if it's a more offensive one. Actually, you know what? I could have used Icicle Spear against Marowak as well for some more super effective damage. Ice is a pretty good attacking type. It's a horrible defensive type, but it is a very good offensive attacking type. And even though we come with a lot of weaknesses by having a partial ice type Pokemon, we do get same type attack bonus, which is nice too. Right, time for me to drink some more water so I'm not stumbling over my words. Extreme Speed. It's a cool move, but it's normal type. We're already pretty fast, so no thank you. Ancient Power is not very effective. It's a rock type attack against a ground type. I imagine he was trying to use it on Dodrio, and it got redirected when I attacked Dodrio, so I probably should have gone after Marowak there. And Honchkrow. This is a fun battle. I like these Pokemon. Actually, you know what? I should have learned my lesson there and gone after Marowak, so I bet we're going to repeat what just happened. But let's find out. See, these are at least like respectable Pokemon. Nothing like, you know, he's not using like Dragonites and Metagrosses and Magmortars or anything, but Marowak, Dodrio, Honchkrow, at least they're fully evolved. Honchkrow's actually pretty good. And thankfully our defenses are strong enough where Thrash should not do that much. Wow, how many Pokemon do these guys have? I didn't pay attention, but apparently it's quite a lot. 6, okay, yeah. Alright, you know what? I'm going to change things up this time, and we're going to attack Marowak. Very glad we're getting healed after every battle. But this might be a little bit of a longer episode, we'll see. Just because I'd rather not split this into 2 episodes if I can help it. We'll see how it goes, though. Drill Peck, oh no! Ah, good job, Mamoswine. Get a short little rest before Buck heals you up. And let's see how much Ancient Power will do. It is super effective, but it's only base power 60. No same type attack bonus, and ooh, Cradle got the stat boost. The cool thing about Ancient Power is there's a 10% chance of getting a boost to all your stats, which is what you just saw there. Alright, let's bring out Houndoom for some more XP. And let's just use Flamethrower. Extrasensory, probably a better bet, honestly. Yeah, after the speed boost and the special attack boost, Cladle had no problem knocking out Pharaoh. 67 from Mismagius. Wow. We weren't up to the task. We failed to get off the ground. I'd say you guys got off the ground and actually did pretty well. Knocked out one of my Pokemon, which is not something every trainer can do. Alright, 57, let's bring out Gyarados. And we'll walk with Gyarados as well. Oh, we can't because we're walking with Buck. Oh, so be it. And Cargo and Machoke. Actually, this is a good place to train Pokemon too if you don't want to like run away right away. Let's stay in for this double battle. I might not do all the wild battles like this. Oh, that's right, because Gyarados is lower levels. That's why we're facing these guys, right? Although, they're actually pretty high level, too. let's use Earthquake. I was going to use Waterfall against Magcargo because it's doubly super effective, but so is Earthquake, so it should still knock it out, and it'll do at least a little bit of damage to Machoke as well. Hopefully, Claydol will use Extra Sensory and finish it off. And it might have been a one-hit knockout anyway, but with the Earthquake damage, it'll definitely be a one-hit knockout. And a crit too. Alright, come on, Claydol. Or Buck, I should say. There you go. Use the smart move. Alright, moving right along. Oh, I can't use Rock Climb. Ah, okay. Might have to come back here later. Oh, we went in a big circle. Oh, okay then. Interesting map here. More wild Pokemon. I wish I had like Surf, or I wish Waterfall would still attack two opponents like this. Alright, let's just run away, but let's see what level they're at too. 57, 58. I just want to see. Yeah, okay. So even if we have Mammoth Swine, it wouldn't have mattered. Alright, run away. Although if we did have like 2 Magcargo, I'd probably stay in. Ooh, 2 Psychics. This should be fun. I had a revelation this morning. I knew that I would have a wonderful encounter here today. I'll use my mystifying psychic powers to pulverize you. Actually, you know what? This might be good because I was, I think it might be better to split this into 2 episodes because I was planning to take on Barry with this team as well, but I realized that won't be a full episode. That'll be 10-15 minutes. So maybe next episode we'll finish off Mount Stark, or Stark Mountain, whatever it's called, and then also face Barry at the same time. Alright, let's use Waterfall against, let's attack Baltoy, which is actually the unevolved form of Claydol. Because I'm thinking that once again, Claydol might use Ancient Power, which is not very effective against Baltoy, so I'm going to try to use my Psychic Powers here to figure out what my partner is doing. Since Buck and I can't just like talk it out like normal people can. Crunch, no. It's a cool move, but I'd rather have Dark Pulse. Houndoom is more of a special attacker. And Psychic, that'll do some decent damage, but Gyarados can take it like a champ. There's that Ancient Power. It'd be great if Claydol got the stat boost now at the start of the battle, but all comes down to luck. Grumpig. I always like Grumpig. It's not super powerful, but it's a really cool design and has some cool attacks in its move pool. Decisions. Let's use Waterfall against Grumpig. Might get the flinch chance. Don't think we'll knock it out, but could be wrong. Nope. Alright, Nightshade. That does damage equal to your level, so a decent hit, but nothing too concerning, at least not yet. No buff that time either. Oh, Power Gem. If this is against Gyarados, yep, that could be bad. Oh, and Gyarados held on! Alright, hang in there, buddy. Alright, let's take out Grumpig. You come at the king, you best not miss. And down he goes. Alright, now hopefully... Okay, Xatu will use Future Sight, which I think will stay in that slot even if Gyarados actually faints before the Future Sight hits. Good job, Claydol. Down goes Xatu. Yeah, I also need to face these, the stat trainers, which will be fun. And I'll probably use our main team for that. Miss Magius, very cool. All our moves are neutral, so Waterfall it is. Miss Magius is faster, though. And down goes Gyarados. Could use our Miss Magius, but we'll save her in the wings for some really tough battles. And in fact, because we have her at such a high level, I might feel more confident going into like our rival battle. Let's bring in Houndoom. A little bit under-leveled because, you know, worst case scenario, Miss Magius will have a pretty good level advantage. I don't think she can take on the whole rival team on her own, but definitely will be our trump card. Alright, down goes Miss Magius. Let's do at least one more battle before we move on. Luxray's getting some pretty fast XP too. There's nothing wonderful about this. That's what I get for making idle claims. I'm actually reading other text just in the interest of time, but if you guys want to pause and read it, obviously you can pause the video and do so. And what do we have here? Machoke and Golbat, not going to face them. Just not worth our time. It is kind of a shame that the wild Pokemon are like the same levels as the trainer Pokemon. Because like it means you don't want to overlevel your Pokemon too much, but if you don't, then you have to face all these wild Pokemon even with the repels. I wouldn't mind if they were like a few levels lower. Iron Ball, which makes your Pokemon, I think, is it heavier or slower? I think it's actually slower. And also can be used to do a lot of damage with Fling. Alright, I have lost all sense of direction here. Hey, bottle of zinc. Part of any essential diet. Oh my god. My two arch nemesis, ledges and stairs. Alright, let me just see, were these the cool trainers we faced earlier, or not? They were not. We're all good to go, we just have to battle now. The trainers and Pokemon that gather here aren't pushovers, they have tricks up their sleeves. Alright, yeah, I think we'll probably battle these guys, grab that last item, and then I'll break the episode here. Alright, Kangaskhan and Aerodactyls. Those are two cool Pokemon. Both of those are actually pretty strong. In fact, Kangaskhan, when it Mega Evolves, is so strong it was actually banned from competitive play. But I don't think this one's going to Mega Evolve. Alright, decisions. Let's use Waterfall against Aerodactyl, it's super effective. And it's her only Pokemon, or his only Pokemon. His only Pokemon. So if we can knock it out, it'll be 2v1. And they're ganging up on Port Claydol there, which means we have a free chance to knock out Aerodactyl. And that's what we did. Good job, Gyarados. 57. Still not quite high enough to take on some of those, or to repel some of those wild Pokemon, but we're getting there. Ancient Power will do pretty neutral damage, but might get the stat boost. On the other hand, might not. Ooh, Sucker Punch. Dark type move, doesn't get stabbed though. 80 base power, or it might be 70, I think they nerfed it. I could be wrong there. But it does go first, but it fails if your opponent uses a status move, or does not attack, I should say. And Ursaring. We've seen Ursaring before, we know how to handle this bear Pokemon. We should be faster, so even if it's not a knockout, we have a chance to flinch. And hopefully Earth Power, along with the Waterfall, will be a knockout. Yes, they are. Very nice. Alright, good job, team. 68. Wow. This Magius is a very fast leveler. You're not a trainer that can be taken lightly. I like to think not. Alright, let's see what's up here. Oh, I can't because I have Buck with me. Ah. Alright. Well, in that case, we'll end things with one more wild Pokemon battle. And then we'll call it a night. I'm debating, do I do more gym leader challenges? I'm not sure. I might. The downside is it means I'm going to be staying up very late tonight. But the bright side is I can kind of break things up and kind of use our different teams a little bit. So I feel like we've been using this team a couple times in a row and been doing a lot of like trainer battles. Blizzard. Not going to learn Blizzard. It's a pretty good move, pretty high base power, but Mamoswine, as we know, is a physical attacker. Extra Sensory is super effective. Oh, and Flinch. Nice. That's really awesome. Um, but yeah, Claydol is just not really an offensive Pokemon. Yeah, I think when we come back next time, I'll do some more gym battles. Plus, those are fun too. So it's nice to kind of intersperse them now and then. And then we'll come back here afterwards. Alright, well, that is all for now. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed Stark Mountain so far. I'm going to run away from these guys off screen. And when we come back, we'll be doing some more gym battle rematches with our main team. That's going to be a lot of fun. See you guys then.